So I'll now talk about each horse individually, and as I do so, we'll ask the stallion owner or handler to bring the horse into the center of the ring, where you can see him stand up and then now be walked and trotted for your assessment. The first horse we see this afternoon is number 482, Soundman Fenya. Soundman Fenya is a 5-year-old bay stallion, standing around 162 centimetres. He's by the Thoroughbred horse Well Chosen, which stands down at Kedra House Stud in Care with the Marr family. Well Chosen himself was by Sadler's Wells. And he won, Well Chosen won a maiden and was also placed second on the racetrack, and it is now proving very popular as a stallion in his own right. This son of his, Soundman Fenya, is out of a mare called First Beat Lady by the famous Thoroughbred stallion of yesteryear called Sonny Boy. This horse before you in the centre of the ring has and is competing currently quite successfully at 1.10 show jumping level. He also qualified for the potential event horse final here at the RDS in 2009, and this year qualified for the young event horse class as well. And he's entered in the Working Hunter Championship, which will take place here at the RDS on Sunday. He's a half-brother to a mare called Fenya, who was champion hunter mare here at the Discover Ireland Dublin Horse Show in the years 2000 and 2001. So this horse has not yet been assessed in terms of approval status. He is only 5 years of age. He's been busy and is busy with his sporting career to date. He is number 482, Soundman Fenya from PJ Hegarty's stables in County Cork, and I'm told the horse is for sale. We next move on to number 308. 308 is an approved stallion. He's a horse named Cirilio. He's owned by Trevor Badger from Bridge House Stud, Ballynacargy in County Westmeath. He's a dark bay horse, as you can see. Foaled in 1996, so he's 15 years of age. He stands 165 centimetres, or about 16 one hands, with 22 centimetres of bone. He was bred in Germany by Gestuthof Iserneihan, owned by Dr. Gert Siebricht, who I understand is here this afternoon. He's by the champion racehorse Dashing Blade, out of a mare called Silver Form by Formidable. This horse was a winner in Germany himself and is a half-brother to Scaligero, which won 8 races and was champion steeplechaser in Germany and Italy. Cirilio was upgraded to approved status last year in 2010. We move on then to number 309. Number 309 is Financial Reward. This horse is owned by Donald Goland from Ballinglen Stud outside Gorey in County Wexford. He again is a bay horse, a dark bay horse, foaled in 2003, so he's 8 years of age this year, and standing a massive 170 centimetres or 16 free hands high. He was bred at the Ratasker Stud of Morris Burns in County Kildare, and he's by the resident stallion, former resident stallion at that stud, Fruits of Love, an American-bred horse by Hansel. Fruits of Love was the top-rated older horse in Britain in 1999, and he had 5 wins in the racetrack, including 3 at Group 2 level. The dam of Financial Reward is a mare called Lamp of Phoebus, another American mare, and she was by Sunshine Forever. And this pedigree includes in it the famous Sindar, winner of the Epsom Derby, the Irish Derby, and the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. Financial Reward was a good racehorse in his own right, and in fact again is one of those highly rated horses that are taken on and approved by Horse Sport Ireland. He was trained by Willie Mullins. He won 1 race on the flat, 2 hurdle races, and 2 steeplechases. He ran no less than 32 times in all and retired sound, which is surely the ultimate test of a thoroughbred horse. He's a full brother to a horse called Pick a Pocket or Two, which won yesterday evening in Sligo. Another horse trained, as this one was, by Willie Mullins. He stands at a fee of €350 for registered sport horse mare. Moving on then, we come to number 310. 310 is Pointe de Liste. This is a chestnut stallion, also 8 years old, owned by Barbara Hatton of the famous Sligo stud, Bagnallstown in County Carlow, which stood such famous stallions in the past as Imperious, King of Diamonds, and Master Rim. The horse before you again was accredited and approved on the basis of his racecourse performance. He's by Giant's Causeway, the Iron Horse, which won 6 Group 1s on the trot back at the beginning of this century. Giant's Causeway was champion 3-year-old racehorse in Europe in the year 2000, and he is the sire of such successful sires as Footsteps in the Sand, Shammerdal, and Intense Focus, a new horse down in Ballylynch Stud in County Kilkenny. So Giant's Causeway has proved himself as a sire of sires, and there's no reason to believe that the horse before you will not also be a successful stallion son of his. On the dam side, Pointe de Liste is out of a mare called Pointure Bleu, who is by the famous stallion Alidar. Now on the racetrack, Pointe de Liste won 5 races and placed 9 times in France. Included among his wins was a Group 3 at Longchamp, and he was second in the Group 2 Prix de Gladiator, also at Longchamp, over 1 mile and 7 furlongs, so he was a stayer. This horse then came to Ireland, and he was placed a couple of times over hurdles for Noel Meade a couple of years back. He stands at a fee of €400 for registered mares. Number 310, Pointe de Liste, owned by Barbara Hatton from the Sligo stud in County Carlow. Is Loch Buie. Loch Buie is owned by Deirdre Keegan from Cloncass stud, Kilteven in County Roscommon. He's another bay horse, a 10-year-old horse, standing 167 centimetres or just 16 2 hands. He was bred by Mrs. Fahy, and he's by definite article, winner of the National Stakes, second in the Irish Derby, and sire of such prominent racehorses as Vinnie Rowe and Grammarian, to name but 2. On the dam side, Loch Buie is out of a mare called Uncertain Affair by the Aga Khan's famous stallion Darshan, who was proved so successful as the sire of dams of top racehorses and also successful stallions. This horse himself was trained by Geoffrey Ragg in England, and he was winner of the Group 2 Stan James Geoffrey Freer Stakes at Newbury. He also won 3 other races, including one at Goodwood, and won a total of £121,000 in all. He was rated around 115, and he's a half-brother to 5 winners, approved back in 2008. He stands at a fee of €350 for registered mares. That's number 311, Loch Buie. 312 is unfortunately absent, so we move on to 313. 313 is Diamond Discovery. Diamond Discovery is a dark brown horse. You can see him there now in the centre of the ring. He's owned by one of our most long-standing stallion masters in Tim O'Regan of the Ballygarrett stud outside Mallow in County Cork. Tim has stud many famous and successful stallions for the sport horse business over the years. This one here was foaled in 1998, so he's 13 years of age. He He stands again a massive 170 centimetres or 16.3 hands. He's fully approved by Horse Sport Ireland. He's an American-bred horse, which is by a stallion called Weatherbrake, who's by the very successful horse Matoto, the son of the great Busted. On the dam side, Diamond Discovery. His dam is a mare called Ali's Diamond, and she herself was by Caracolero. Diamond Discovery was approved in 2003. He's a couple of horses competing at the RDS this week, including Discovered, which was in the 5-year-old young event horse class yesterday, and a yearling called Ballard Windy Ridge, which was champion yearling here this very morning. 313 then, from Tim O'Regan in Mallow in County Cork, is the dark brown horse Diamond Discovery. Next we will see number 314, led into the ring by Jerry Scully from Limbo Stud Farm in Baltimore in County Cork. This horse is owned by Jane Scully, and his name is Taylor Stone. He's a bay horse, foaled in 2002, so he's now 9 years of age. He stands 160 centimetres, and he was bred by the Millrig Stud in England. Taylor Stone is by the top English-based national hunt stallion, Kaif Tara, out of a mare called Be My Star by Hawkstone. And I understand from the owners that this horse, Taylor Stone, may be for sale. It's classified in what was formerly called the S1 category by HSI, now called an N-approved 1. That's number 314, Taylor Stone. Number 315 is out, and so that brings us to the conclusion of this parade of thoroughbred stallions.